Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's March 8th, first nicer day we've had this year. It's been pretty cold, a lot of snow this year. We're taking advantage of this warmer weather, and we're going to do a little bit of maintenance on our Kubota tractor. A little bit about this tractor. We bought it in 2012. It was a 2008. I think it had around 300 hours on it when we purchased it. It's right around $1,200 on it right now. It's been a good tractor. We use it for snow removal. We use it for all our farming stuff, moving compost and things like that. We use it quite a bit working on our house the last couple of years. We have pallet forks for it, quite a few different attachments. We just put the brush mower on it. Today, we're going to do some brush mowing on our recent logging project here as soon as some of this snow goes. So every year, kind of the same routine. I like to change oil going into winter, check the hydrostatic fluids and everything. Then in the spring, once it warms up, another oil change. Go through all the fluids, re-grease the loader and all the fittings on the tractor, and just get the general maintenance done on it and get it ready to go. It has not failed me so far. This tractor has, like I said, never had any trouble with it. It's been a great machine. So it's a 32 horse tractor. Pretty much does everything we need to do here. There's just 120 acres property here, doing a little bit of farming, a little bit of construction with it, habitat work, stuff like that. So we haven't been super kind to it and put it through some pretty good struggles out in the woods and things like that, and it's really held up well, so pretty happy with it. So we got the tools together. We need to do the oil change here. I picked up a filter this week, synthetic oil. I've been running the same oil in this tractor since we got it. Again, never had any trouble with it. So crescent wrench, this thing, it has like a split oil pan on it, so it has two oil plugs in it, so you gotta pull both plugs out of there. First thing you gotta do is pull the side panel off here to access the oil filter and be able to move that. So we'll pull that cover off. It's just a couple of latches that hold the side cover on. And it pulls right out, and you have access to everything, your oil filter access. Fuel filter, we just changed last fall, so we won't change that today. But I do it about once a year. You can kind of tell it starts to get fairly dark when it gets dirty. Dipstick's located here, and here's the oil fill here. So the next thing we'll do is climb underneath, and we'll pull the oil plugs out, drain the old oil. So you can see under here the oil pan split, so you got two plugs that you have to remove to drain the oil. I ran the tractor for a little bit here before I started the video, just to warm up the oil so it run out easier. Okay, we'll let that drain out for a bit. Then we'll pull the oil filter off and put the new one on. Okay, it looks like the oil's just about drained out, so now we'll change out the filter. This Kubota is pretty nice. The filter is really easy to access. Loosen it up with the wrench a little bit. It should spin right on. Alright, the old one's off. One thing you want to do is take just a little bit of oil, put it on the new gasket. If the gasket's dry and you put it on, sometimes you can twist that gasket around if there isn't any lubrication on it. So it's a good idea to just lube it up a little bit. I recommend just tightening it up, hand tight. I like to put just one more quarter turn on it just to snug it up good. that's it. The filter's changed out. We can get the oil plugs put back in and put new oil in. A couple other things we'll check. We'll check the antifreeze level, the current level on it. You can see on the coolant tank, it's just below the full on there right now. I did take a look at the belt on the cooling fan, engine cooling fan. Belt looks good. We just put a new battery in here last winter, before winter here. So that's good. An air filter I just put in last year. There's also it's got an air filter indicator on it too, so if your airflow starts to get restricted, it turns red in this sight window. A couple other things that we'll do a little later in the year when it warms up a little more. We'll get pressure washer out, clean everything out, because you get a lot of seeds and grass and stuff sucked into the engine, and it can affect the cooling when you're running. And we'll check the hydrostatic and stuff, make sure all those levels are good. But that's pretty much it. That's all I've ever done with it, is do the general maintenance on it. It's been a real good tractor. So that's about it for the maintenance today. We'll probably we might grease the loader. That's about it for today. We're kind of getting it ready for next week. We have a new attachment coming from Titan Attachments, supposed to be delivered next Friday. It's a loader attachment to help us with our logging cleanup project. If you haven't seen that video, go back to that video. We had some logging done, so check that out. And in a couple of weeks here, we'll be using that new attachment, and we'll put a video together on that. Thanks for watching the video today. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. We'll keep covering the things we do here on the farm and some of our hunting stuff. Till next time, keep on living a good life.